Happy Chainsaw Man Day! We are live here today to give you more Chainsaw Man La Reactions with your host, Thabreakmaster. Welcome in, Desto. Yeah, some stuff happened tonight, and that's why I'm a little late. And there's more to that, but I'll get into that later down the road. But right now, we're here for the La Reaction for the Chainsaw Man chapter. I'm looking forward to this one. I said I have predictions of maybe all the other sisters going to start coming together. I'm probably going to see in this chapter that potentially we'll get like Asa coming through, Asa Yoru and everything, right? And then on 200, we'll probably get Nayuta coming back. Like, there are things that are here that can happen. So these are the predictions I got. Was I right? Was I wrong? We going to find out tonight, all right? We going to find out tonight. How you doing, Ghost Sab? Welcome in. So as you already know, go to your favorite sites for how you want to read this chapter and read it with me if you already read it. Sit back, relax, look at my reaction, and then we go ahead and discuss it right after the reaction is done. That's what we're going to do here, all right? Nah, man, it's the right color. Welcome in, Ghost Sab, and welcome in, Quetz. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing going, right? Okay. And the first thing we see is panty shots. All right, this is the stuff that people kept talking about. Like, oh, look at this. See, the thirst is real. The thirst is real. Look. It's not like that. Okay, guys. All right. There's art to be said here. There's a reason for what we're seeing right now. Okay. It's not just for the fan service. Fujimoto doesn't do that. And both of them are looking at her. They're probably peeking at your panties too. So they're all degenerates. They're all degenerates. Okay, there it is. Like, that kind of confirms. Like, I was sitting here thinking maybe, the stomach would be the center of attention. But no, panties. I guess they rule all. All right, look. Flash of Fan confirmed. God freaking date. Even if I could die, another Death Devil would be born after my death. If the next Death Devil doesn't enjoy human culture like me, mankind would be destroyed in no time. Interesting. See, this is literally what I was saying before when it comes to all these other devils, the primordials and everyone else that are like super strong. Like, it begs the question if, I guess, if they don't like humans, they can just get rid of them? Because, like, some of them are so powerful, they can easily do that, right? So, like, what's stopping them? Well, looks like Death Devil here, Death Family over here, right, is probably the cause and reason for why the state of the world maybe is the way it is in the sense of, like, they were able to even live, right? She could be governing the hell to make sure that no one goes out of place to do anything of that nature, right? Because given what she's saying here, she has a warped way and twisted way of looking at how life is, but she maybe still has some way of cherishing it in some way. That's how I'm looking at it. Chapter 199. Enjoy your food. Interesting. Well, the Fallen Devil is here. The chef is ready to start cooking up a goddamn dish that is gonna be magnificent. All right, magnificioso. So I mean, there's no guts in this. I feel like there's got to be like some innuendo when it comes to this, because every chapter so far, when it comes to the title of it, there's usually a spoiler within it. So I'm just not exactly sure where we're going with this though. They are on a plate, if I'm not mistaken. So like, they can't. I mean, the actual famine devil's it's not gonna get eaten right now. Like, there's no way it's gonna happen. So, something else got to go on here. Can't you just not destroy mankind? You could just live quietly forever. That is an option. That is true. That's not possible. Oh, okay, I guess that's not an option. Never mind. On the day of the prophecy, for some reason or another, mankind's fear of death will reach its peak. Oh, there's so many stuff. Like, there's so much stuff that keeps popping up. What? So she doesn't even actually know the actual cause of it. She just knows it's gonna happen. Interesting. Huh. I'll awaken. When it happens, my powers will activate, even if I'm sound asleep. Huh. Interesting. Huh? Then you should get eaten by Chainsaw Man. Huh? If that happens, the concept of death will cease to exist, saving everyone. Chainsaw Man open wide. Well, look. That's not the real Chainsaw Man. I see Famine doesn't know what she's laying on right now because she's like literally laying on the guy right now. But that's besides the point. That is not the real Chainsaw Man. Okay, like he can't do that. He probably don't even know what you're talking about right now. Not everybody knows or is privy to that information. So like this man, he's a fan. All right, like what are we talking about? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, Deb doesn't even seem to understand the. Yeah, I don't think she understands the prophecy. She just knows it's gonna happen and it's gonna affect her in some way, shape, or form. So then, is there something else in play that's even outside of her knowledge that's actually gonna affect her to make her do that? Like, there's gotta be a reason, right? It can't just happen for the sake of happening. Also, prophecies can always be wrong as well. So there's no guarantee. Like, this is very interesting, the fact that, because like I thought she was going to confirm a lot of this, but from what we're understanding here, she's not confirming any of this. She's not even certain of what's actually about to happen, but she knows it's going to happen. So I wonder how true this prophecy even actually is, because like I said, it depends on how I guess Fujimoto is going to actually want to play with this, because I've seen plenty of prophecies not come true, or it was the wrong timing. Right? Like, it's the wrong timing for the prophecy, therefore that's why it didn't technically work, you know what I'm saying? So it's interesting here. If anything, fake family made the prophecy stronger. Very true. Very true, actually. That's interesting. I have a good idea. If you two cooperate with me, mankind won't be annihilated. Maybe. Okay. Really? Then we'll help. Yeah, so let us move. That's not possible. Why not? Oh. Because I'm going to eat you guys. Excuse me. I just got one question. Like, how is that gonna help the situation right now? I'm a little confused. Like, Def Devil. Hi, I'm the Breakmaster. I don't understand how that's going to help, like, in any capacity here to fix the situation at all. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Silly family. Tricks are for kids. Exactly, right? Like, what? Huh? She said, "Ikidakimasu," so she's time to eat. Everybody flying away, all these birds flying. Like I said, I ain't trying to see this massacre. Wait, no, the birds are flying to see the massacre. Because it's like, oh, can we eat too? Can we get the scraps? All right, she got the knife and the fork and she's cutting. Excuse me? Wait, we doing this? Wait, no, it's a different guy. No. Wait. No, what? No. Ain't no way. Ain't no way they just got ate that fast. And then the birds came in and got the scraps. Am I seeing this right? There's no freaking way. What? Thank you for the meal. How was it? Delicious. It was not. Oof. Okay. I mean, to be fair, Falling Devil, look, honey, come here. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Okay, Falling Devil, Breakmaster, how you doing? You didn't cook like at all. You just put them on a plate and then put some other bodies on a plate and then said, "Here's the food." Like, there's no seasoning. You didn't put no sauce. Like, there's nothing there. You're basing it off just the meat itself. That's gonna, give you the flavor that you're looking for. But what are we doing here? Big Family does make food disappear. I mean, I that's very true. God dang. God, what? Hold on. Oh, whoa. Excuse me? Interesting ability. That confirms how the heck she did this. So she eats individuals or other devils and then is able to control these things. And then she can summon them. What? Okay, interesting. Oh, Devil has failed twice on the food. How she screwed up I don't know, man. Look. I don't know how, but she did. She's trying her best, okay? Cut her some slack. It's been a minute. Interesting, though. Because they're like little freaking toys or like figurines. Your power enslaves living things you've killed. but is it truly necessary for you to eat them alive? Wait, wait, hold on a minute. So you're telling me she didn't even have to do that? So she's just eating suckers for the sake of eating them or something? Hold on. I thought it was part of the ability. Because, I mean, we've been doing this whole thing about stomachs and stuff like that and how it's a very important just aspect within Chainsaw Man. So I thought this was just another something that she needed to do. When apparently, Fallen was like, you don't have to do that. You're making an extra step that's not necessary. But she's just like, look, I want to eat. like what? You know, he's brainwashing real family love. Felt like Angel Devil realizing who Makima is in part 1. Makima brainwashing him along with Aki. Very true, yeah. Yeah, I can see that parallel. Meat tastes best fresh. And savoring lives as much as possible is good manners. I guess it's one way. I mean, again, she's a devil, guys. Look, all right, look. There's no reason to try to have some actual common sense with some of this, okay? I'm ever in awe of you, Lady Deaf Devil, to think you'd cherish even churl lives. How virtuous. Okay, and then she just drops it down. Here we go. Come forth, famine devil, fake Chainsaw Man. This is such a busted ability. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If she really has full control over them, right? And she's able to even control someone on Famine's level, right? This is Famine Devil. This is not like a regular devil. It's her sister. So, like, the fact that she can have that kind of control, if that's what's going on here, that makes her super busted. And allowing her to pretty much control any devil for that. I mean, we see she controls other primordials, as we're seeing. But, like, that's still quite interesting that it doesn't matter who, if she can eat them, you're done. I guess that breaks the question then. Can she do this to Chainsaw Man? Like, would that effect also work on him, technically speaking, if that's the case? Because then why not just eat the guy and then control him? Interesting. They showed crows. Does that mean fake family ate Naruto, or did Crow always belong? See, See? Y'all all laughed at me. You guys made jokes. Y'all like, oh, stop the cope. What are you coping over there? Oh, Frank, you ain't don't know what you talking about. Look at this. Now we have even more proof of how this could potentially show us how Naruto is still alive. I've been saying since day one. Laugh with you. All right, sucker. I've been saying it since day one that ain't no way she dead. There's no way we're killing this girl off right now. All right, there was a plan, and the plan was enacted, and that's what happened to her. All right, now whether or not she actually got ate, and then because she likes to put things on a plate, as you see. Like, before she eats anything, if you look at the parallel here, like, Naruto's head was on a plate. I'm just saying, like, this is kind of the same thing, putting the whole body on a plate. She likes to save her food and yada, 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 but they can bring them back. She probably has actual control. This may be how we're going to end up seeing the devil pop out of nowhere at this point. Like, I was wondering how Naruto's going to, like, appear. Naruto could literally just appear just based off of the whole totem figurine thing that she got. Boom, we're done. Easy. The shout there that works for, yeah, it works on us exactly, right? It works on the sisters. This just proves that point even further. I know for look, let's go. I'm goated. The devil's mindset is the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. Very true. Very, very true. Okay, they came out like, yeah, look at that squad. Salvation comes with an uppercut all of a sudden. God dang. You ate me. Did we get eaten? Wait. Oh, Famine Devil's about to take them out. Oh, snaps. Look at Famine Devil's like, freaking, wait, where'd her head go? Like, she put her head down. It's like, oh, no, it's over there. There it is. Never mind, she's holding it on the other side. I order you to plunge mankind into an abyss of terror. Got it. Leave it to me. Salvation. Okay. Well, that is I don't look. So I'm a little confused. Like, she says she has a plan, but what is it gonna? So like, hold on. Is she trying to do this to, like, empower Yoru maybe? Because this is only going to make her stronger by putting these guys out there like that. Truth be told, this is going to make Chainsaw Man even stronger, because now we have Mr. Fake Saw Man out and about looking like this monstrosity, right? And other people see this guy, they're going to be even more afraid. So that's only going to empower both of them, technically speaking. So is this the play? And then maybe what she's trying to do is after they're like super strong or whatever the case is she gonna try to eat them too and then control them? And maybe I'm curious what she's trying to do here. She has a plan that is good enough for me. I don't know about that, Quetz. Are you saying you would be eaten by this goddamn devil? I don't know about that. This control is extremely similar to how Makima controls the weapon hybrids in part 1. High chance she ate Nayuta. Why kill her when she can? Exactly. That at this point, this only confirms that she just didn't kill Nayuta. She just ate her, which sounds really bad. But like, that's what she had to do. Because remember, and I said this, the Death Devil, or fake Fami, wanted Nayuta to work with her, but Nayuta said no. So she's like, all right, I have another plan. Boom. It lined itself up right there. I'm like 99% sure that's what's going on. That's what just happened. She is alive, and this is how, alive in the best way she can be anyways. But this is how we're doing it. All right. But she also does have a point that if she were to die by Chainsaw Man and let it cease to exist, but that doesn't necessarily mean that death is completely gone. Like, I feel like when it comes to primordials and something as powerful as what death is, it can't never be just fully erased, right? So I like to think that even if that happened, there'll still be some inkling of what the Death Devil is, and there'll be a new devil that can appear. And like she said, it can be someone that's not so forthcoming when it comes to keeping humanity alive and afloat in the first place. So I don't know. Dev didn't comment in being eaten by Chainsaw Man. Kushida might not have effect since Kushida probably ate her organs, which explains why she is so strong. Or can bypass her influence via weapon mechanics. Interesting. I mean, because it's not like she can't. Because you just saw right there that freaking real Fami uppercutted the Death Devil there, right? It's not like they can't still like do stuff, technically speaking. Like, they're still themselves, but when an order is made, they have to listen, right? So interesting. Like you're saying, like the weapon aspects of it, like that's not controlling them necessarily. So she can still utilize that aspect of her abilities if need be, even if the worst came to happen when it comes to the situation here. That's interesting. I mean, I can remember some things because the power originated from her Death Devil sister, which goes back to Kushida eating Death's organs, making him so powerful. Yeah, maybe. I mean, this only brings up that fact of what was going on even with Makima, right? Because Makima understood and remembered certain things that people shouldn't even remember, right? So, I mean, I wish we can actually see her again. This is one of those situations where I kind of wish we're able to actually see, like, Makima's perspective, because I feel like she might actually know something about this prophecy. I can see her knowing something. I mean, shoot, maybe even Nayuta Nayuta might know something as well. She just hasn't been around, obviously, because she got 8. So, you didn't really get a chance to really showcase what she can actually do here. Showing how the Death Devil stumble at the end might be a sign that since she is not the control devil, she can't handle multiple devils, especially when... That's very true. Like I said, I feel like her control might have some form of limitations. Like, again, I do feel like this is a little bit simpler to do when it comes to controlling somebody, because they have to willingly, when it comes to Makima, they have to willingly go into her control for that to really like go down and happen. You know what I mean? Or you gotta get broken down for her to actually be controlled by her, because she always has to feel like she's overpowering, or she's over you basically. If she feels like she's over you, she can take control of you basically. You know what I mean? But once that doesn't happen, then yeah, it's gonna be harder to do. So sometimes that's why she always at the end of the day allows you to just go into a contract with her, because if you do that, now you're indebted. You're under her. Therefore, you have to follow her at that point. There's nothing you can do about that, right? So I feel like because she is a control devil, her control should be the best control aspect in the show. So even though Death Devil's ability and the control is pretty powerful, I don't think it's still on the same level. So I can see that being the case where her control aspects of it isn't as good as Makima's here. Loophole primordial devils are devils that don't lose. Wouldn't fallen devil had to get eaten by... Yeah. I mean, would you consider that losing? Like, I mean, you gotta understand, this is Death Devil we're talking about. We all knew she was gonna be very powerful to begin with, right? And apparently there's some other aspect or other, like, ability towards her, right? With prophecy and everything, something's gonna reawaken in her, right? So she's gonna be even stronger than even that. So like, I do wonder, because I know she's probably capping her ability even right now. She's probably not using all of it, so we don't even know just how strong she actually is. I wouldn't be surprised if she can actually subdue a primordial devil. I wouldn't be surprised by that. You know what I mean? Like this. Come on now, Angela, welcome in. Really gotta know more about Fake Saw Man. That dude right now is still a mystery. Like, who is he really like? He's possibly a character we already. Oh yeah. So my theory, Angela, when it comes to who this guy is, we talked about it last chapter. More than likely, he is the class president of the school. That we've seen him before, actually. He has like the headband on and all that. He's a big Chainsaw Man fan. He's the same dude that has a little ripcord in his chest, right? You remember that guy, right? I'm under the impression, and I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Especially considering that he's either did a contract or he ate him. I don't know exactly the aspects of what's going on when it comes to the Justice Devil / Fire Devil, because that whole thing is kind of, it's still up in the air. Nothing's really confirmed on that. I'm still confused on the identity of it, but we know that people lie about their identities. This is something that we've been seeing in part 2. Just look at freaking Fake Family / the Death Devil, right? So we can see this. Like, the Justice Devil could just be the freaking Fire Devil, or vice versa, or whatever the case is. But we just know that if you go based off what the Justice Devil was able to do, from what we know from Yuko and from the class, from the teacher that we saw in part 2, like right off the beginning, that ability allows you to pretty much become something that you want to be, basically, right? It allows your form of justice to come forth. And he's a massive fan of Chainsaw Man, so therefore he would want to be Chainsaw Man, so he can enact his form of justice upon the world and do it for Chainsaw Man, things of that nature. So that's why I think we're seeing this Fake Saw Man in the first place. That's my theory. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on, but I could be wrong. But you know what? I've been right about this Nayu situation. I think I'm going to be right about this goddamn freaking Justice Devil / Fake Saw Man situation too. All right, I'm putting all my baskets, all my freaking marbles in the basket, or whatever you want to call it. Welcome in though. Colin also commented during his fight with Chainsaw Man that a chef should experience getting eaten once in their life. Interesting, actually, huh? You have a very good point about that. I mean, that also could be how Fallen Devil got eaten in the first place, right? Like, I mean, she might have one of the. I mean, if you really think about it, actually, hold on. You got a point there, because Fallen Devil said this, but you also got to remember the Alien Devil was okay with getting eaten too. If you remember that, remember he was okay with getting erased. Do all these? What's some of these primordial devils? Are they like okay with getting eaten by somebody? Like, what's happening here? Because I see a trend happening, so I wonder if there's something going on with that. Do they not like their existence? Like, I really want to know more about Hell in general, because there's still a lot of information we don't know. But like, that's got me wondering, because I don't know why I didn't put those two together. I wonder about that. Is it good actually? Herku is the name. Okay, that's the name. Thank you. I didn't remember what his name was. Right, for the first time, I actually caught you in a live chat. Yeah, exactly, man. I'm always late. Yeah, I'm a little late today. That's why you're seeing me stream as late as I am. But I guess this kind of works in your favor right now. So hello. Last time I saw the club president, though, he was arrested by public safety. I mean, family was still kind of like, or fake family was still kind of around at that time. Things of that nature. Like, it's not hard for him to probably escape or in some sort of fashion. I wouldn't be surprised if he done something to get out of the situation. You know what I mean? I like to know, because he is an interesting individual, but we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. So eating doesn't count as a loss? Not necessarily. And again, I don't think that's the problem here. I think she willingly let herself get eaten just to see how the experience would be. Because she is a chef, and so she's like, you know what? Bon appetit. I put myself on a plate. Here you go. As I said, War's plan is worse than Extinction. You might already know Death's plan, and she is working around Death. True. That's all I'm wondering. Like, so I'm assuming she's gonna try to eat her sister, then, right? So we can avoid maybe even that situation. Is she trying to like come into a play where she has full control of the situation at hand and has all the powerful pieces or something? Like, 'cause I mean, she says she's gonna try to help. That's what she said. She says she has a plan. So I'm under the impression that she's not trying to erase the world or whatever the case is, right? But like she herself can't fully stop the prophecy because something's gonna happen to her. So maybe, but even that, like, how would that help though if everyone's under her control though? That's why I'm wondering, like, maybe Yoru slash Denji, like, maybe she sees something in those two that allow maybe Denji can, like, maybe, or maybe Asa consciousness can still somehow prevent Yoru from doing anything too crazy, and that's why Chainsaw Man's still there to try to even help prevent that or mitigate that, which is why, again, in this particular situation, we have Fake Saw Man. He's about to start causing mayhem. People are going to be more afraid of him. Therefore, it should make Denji stronger, slash the chainsaw ability just stronger in general, just based off of that, right? So I wonder if that's the plan. Because I mean, that's kind of the plan from the beginning, right? That's why the whole Chainsaw Man Church was a thing, and to strike fear into other people when it comes to chainsaws and things of that nature. So I don't know. I mean, the fact that she even says, because she's kind of falling into the prophecy though, because she herself said, for some reason or another, people are going to be more afraid of death. But like, you're literally leading into the prophecy by causing mayhem. Granted, she said causing mayhem. Hold on, right? No, yeah, plunge mankind into abyss of terror. But she's not saying she's not saying to kill anybody though, actually. If you think about it, she's not saying to kill anyone. It's only to make people more afraid, but not kill anybody. So, because wording matters. This is Fujimoto we're talking about. He does this all the time. So, I wonder if she's trying to maybe prevent death in that manner, but still causing fear at the same time, so that they can still get stronger. Maybe this situation is very interesting. It's hard to guess where we're going with this. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome on death for both horsemen. Yeah. Girl family been brainwashed with the fake Chainsaw Man. Mirrors Angel getting brainwashed with Aki. Wait, you think Fammy have been brainwashed by fake Saw Man? I don't know about that. I don't see that being the case. I don't know if they really have that many interactions for that to even be the case. I don't know about that. I was in a chapter way back in the church arc. Some mysterious hand touches the club president in the shoulder and says he's the face of the church. And yeah, exactly. I do remember that. That's the other reason why I am so stuck on that prediction or this theory that I got that he is the fake Saw Man dude, simply because there was that instance of that. And I do believe that's either the Fire Devil slash Justice Devil, whoever that person was. He's the one that's doing all the controlling in the school and is changing people and using that ability. I'm pretty certain that's what's going on right now. At least in that instance. I mean, angel or devils. Aki and fake Saw Man were devil ghouls or future ghouls. Yeah. Terra and Killing are pretty close. I mean, they are close, but they're not hand in hand. Terra doesn't always have to mean death at the same time, right? You can terrify somebody without actually killing them, especially considering that the best way to keep fear and terror around is to keep them alive. It's like freaking, I know it's supposed to be a dumb analogy, all right, but hear me out. It's like Monsters Inc. You don't take out the children, right? You collect their screams. You want the screams from them, okay? Not to take them out. that's what she's doing, all right? She's just not kidnapping 1,000 children before letting the company die. That's the only difference, okay? The head was Diddy, bro. Please. So I got some freaking baby oil right here. Let me stop. I think Yoru's plan is definitely like eternal warfare is my guess. I think she's building up the guilt into falling in love with Denji to create the perfect weapon. Very true. You got a point there. Or the hand was Drake. Stop. Let me not do my Drake impression. Because he's the menace too, all right? Do not don't count him out. You know, don't count him out. He is a menace. But you have a point there, actually. You got a point there. Because again, we talked about this before when it comes to her ability, when it comes to Yoru's strong. She can use her ability. She's pretty powerful as it is, right? But I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure that if Asa were to actually utilize that ability right now, use her hands, I think she would actually fare better simply because she still holds emotion. She still holds that care that's there, right? because the more you care about an item, the stronger it is. That's what we know from the get-go of this ability. Yoru just doesn't simply have the capacity to be able to care as much as what Asa can. Asa is a bleeding heart. So she got lucky, actually. Yoru got lucky getting inside Asa to be able to have this potential person to be able to do something along this nature when it comes to this. But that goes back into the fact that will Asa even do that? Because I don't think, even if let's say Yoru does try it, right? Just because they're technically the same person, I don't think she shares the same feelings, though. So if she were to do it, I don't know if it's going to work. Or two, it does work, but it's not as a powerful weapon as it could be in comparatively to when Asa would do it, is a thing here. So, like you're saying, your theory is interesting, because I think that what maybe was going on here, because we do need to strike it more terror, more fear, and make them get closer to each other, because look what's going on right now. Actually, that makes so much sense, because they're both isolated, right? That we isolated Denji to where he has nobody, and he had to fall on somebody. Interesting. You have a point. Okay, I get it now. You're probably right. You're probably right. As the whole story has been evolving, that's pretty much what's been going on here, and it keeps repeating itself when it comes to Denji here, that he just can't have nobody there until supposedly now, but that's not even the case here, because as you know, the weapon's about to be a thing, right? But this is where the conundrum comes in, because I don't know how that's actually going to work here. I do wonder about that. Monster Inc. art for Chainsaw Man Part 2. Hey, exactly, man. Look, we in it. I love it. Fake Family said she's going to awaken. I wonder if that means she is going to DBZ transformation to perfect. I think so. Like, you saying perfect death? I mean, possibly. We might actually see the true form of one of these actual, like sisters here, right? Because I like to think there's more of a form than what we keep seeing from them, right? They're always just like, they're like women all the time, right? Right? So I'm pretty sure they have a devil form. A devil trigger, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they got some kind of devil form, and this might be the nail in the coffin to finally actually see the full form of one of these sisters finally, from their actual devil side. I would like to see that. If that's what we're doing here, that would be pretty cool. Tall dude was the only one that wasn't present during the Aging Devil fight. Well, that's true. We're gonna fake Chainsaw Man. Like I said, there's a lot that can happen here. I could be wrong on the president, but I don't know. I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to that gun here. This was a very interesting chapter though, and Angelo said it says something very interesting. So I think that's where we're going here. That makes too much sense at this point. They're together. She getting the white sauce. Like there's a lot happening now between these two that they're only ever getting closer. And I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Yoru is catching some form of feeling. Now, I don't think it's the same type of feeling that like Asa has, obviously, right? Because like I don't think she has, again, the capacity to really feel that way. But there is an emotion there that's displayed on Yoru. That's part of the reason why she's like playing with this guy in the first place. Like there is something there, and we got to keep an eye on that. Just saying, got to keep an eye on that. So this is like I said, this is pretty good. So a good follow-up chapter. This was a really good follow-up chapter. I predict, truth be told, I really do predict that next chapter we're gonna see Nayuta. I was saying this already in the beginning of this, and I'm saying it now towards the end of this. We are probably more than likely gonna be seeing Nayuta next chapter. Chapter 200 we're gonna have all the sisters actually be together for the first time. It's time. It's about to happen. I look forward to seeing this. That panel should go bonkers. And then this man's probably going to take a freaking bi-weekly break. He's going to probably end up doing it at that point. But at that point in time, I don't mind. This man's been cooking up some good stuff. The Fallen Devil's here, and he understood the assignment, okay? All right? And I appreciate there's no bi-weekly devil, because we need this for chapter 200. God dang it. Us and you are pretty much bleeding emotions together. I mean, they are in a way, but you can still tell that Yoru, their emotions are different from each other. Like those emotions are there, but I don't think she has the same capabilities of what Asa's able to do. We've seen this. We've seen this a few times already. I just don't think Yoru has the capability or the capacity to have that level of care as much as Asa does. It's there. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that it's a different type that we're seeing here. Score, I give it a 7 crows in hand out of 10 uppercuts. What the heck? You know, it really wouldn't surprise me by the end of this manga. The Kushida is all Denji has left. Yeah? Bro, look, man. That makes me sad. He's going to have this man with him this whole time, for the rest of his life at this point, because, like, he can't trust nobody. Like, you already know, again, all the women that he ever deals with are just trying to control him in some way, shape, or form. He doesn't have an ability to actually be in love with somebody. It just don't work. Granted, again, there is Nayuta. If Nayuta is still alive, at least Nayuta could still be there, technically. But maybe once her usefulness is done, we might not see her again. Because, I mean, she is under the control, which is kind of weird because she's a control devil, but she's under the control of the Death Devil. If going based off this theory here, right? So, I don't know. It doesn't look good for Denji. And it's never looked good for him. He just can't catch a break and just be happy. I don't know why this man can't be happy. Why can't Fujimoto allow him to actually be happy? Like, god dang, man. Just give Fuchida a bow so Fuchida ends with the girl. I look, maybe something. There's still Rize on the. I mean, funny enough, remember, I know Deso was talking about this chick for the longest, right? Because there was a moment we were thinking, okay, since we're seeing other hybrid devils, okay, so Rize should come in. I was hoping for Rize too, but we never seen her. I mean, she could still come up. She can still come up at some point. It's not impossible to see freaking Rize pop up all of a sudden. She could still be around. Or dude just gonna have the hand his whole life? I think so. Well, I mean, that's part of the reason why. This is why I'm like, it wasn't a character assassination. A lot of people overreacted to the scenes of how he kind of like reverted back to like the horny side, right? And like, see, Denji has no character development. But if you think about the way life even is, like, he even knows that you don't know when you're even gonna get like a moment like this. So I think also Stockholm Syndrome type of situations, and just he doesn't understand what a true relationship should even look like because he's never seen one. So he doesn't know how things should be. Like, the only thing he has of any type of like, I don't know, normalcy would be what Makima was trying to tell him and how things should be, right? That's like the only way or only thing he can see from this aspect, because everything else he's dealt with has been very abnormal and just freaking stupid if you think about it. So this is why, like, at the end of the day, it wasn't really an assassination on his character, whereas it's more or less he's trying to get what he can get because he doesn't know what he's going to be getting at this point because just how things been going for this man, for himself, you know what I mean? So yeah. Reason he's gonna show up when it's in man. See, now you're coping. Now you're coping, Desto. Cause like you talking about me with my freaking Nayuta. That's a big cope on that one, but you never know. Based on part 2 poster, Denji already ends as a weapon. I really hope not. But see, that could be the swerve. See, the fact that you're thinking that could be the swerve. All right, welcome in, by the way, Peach. Welcome in. As far as the point, Nayuta is alive and involved in the plan. I've been saying this. Look at what the Death Devil can do. The Death Devil can eat people and then bring them back, just like that. Given how the plan was already enacted and how things were going, and I already said this already, but Fami or fake Fami, Death Devil, right, did say, "Hey, Nayuta, can you work with me?" And Nayuta said no. So she said, "All right, bet," and just ate the chick and then put her head on a platter. She likes to dish up her food, as you just saw in this chapter. So it's like it's all coming together. All of it's piecing together now at this point. If you really look at it, that makes sense. Oh my God, people don't develop overnight. Denji has grown, but him being horny is a core character trait. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like everybody has some level of that. Like you grow as an individual. Your perspective widens. As you experience more things in life, you grow and go into things that you don't normally always get into, but you get into it, right? And since you try new things, your perspective changes on stuff. Like your life is always ever growing, and if it's not, you should start doing some stuff to try to make yourself grow a bit more. That's what you should do. You always want to be able to challenge yourself. You know what I mean? So even with all that, though, you're always gonna have interest. There's gonna be things like you love playing video games. You like a certain type of food that you're always gonna go back to. Like you always have these aspects to yourself. We know horny suckers. You know what I mean? They out here. They out here. All right. God, out here with their pants down right now. But that's besides the point. Or is the point, technically speaking, right? That's what it is. And then he still has that core aspect to himself because at the end of the day, he still wants to experience sex. Like, there's nothing wrong with him being 16? 18 now or something like that. We don't know his exact age. I'm assuming he's 18 now, seeing as time passed on, right? But the whole point is he's of age, hasn't experienced that stuff. He wants to clap cheeks. I can't blame him. There's a lot of men that are just like that. He's like me for real. So I'm just saying. Has the characteristics of an addict. You can't just get over it. Yeah, and exactly. And there's also that too. Like, he could have some form of addiction to this type of stuff, especially considering if you think about it, if you really think about it, everything in his life has been bad. So far, this is the only thing that actually felt good for him. Seriously, think about that. His first kiss was even with her, and it wasn't bad, right? Not first kiss, but it's his second kiss. But you know what I mean? It wasn't bad. It felt good. Like, he's going based off the feeling because he hasn't felt this at all. Like, this level of touch is a whole different level than he's ever experienced. So, like, come on now. So, yes, he would be somewhat addicted to that because, like, he wants more of it because he's never felt that before. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a normal life, and people got to remember that. Look at Endeavor. He was still a jerk off. Yeah, exactly. After he noticed he became a better version of himself. Very, very true. Very true. Those elements are still there within Endeavor, but he is trying to be a better person and a better father. Happens all the time. The mangas when JJK movie came out, Yuta came. That is very true. It's Extreme Goofy Movie Plus. Oh my god. But no, that's very true. That, like, it isn't impossible. We could see Rize. That would be nice. Like, there's still players like Konobi we haven't seen either. You know what I mean? Kishibe is another character. Like, there's characters we still want to see in part 2, and they just haven't popped up, like, at all. But as prophecy grows near, I like to think that at least Kishibe should, like, pop in and say something. Because I don't, even with, like, at this point now, what would Rize even do? Like, what is the play exactly for Rize if she were to actually come by? Like, is she even capable of even helping the situation out? The thing I can see happening to her, honestly, is she becomes controlled by freaking Yoru. She is technically a weapon. You know what I mean? So I can see her taking control of her too. I wouldn't be surprised. So, like, that could be something. So his best kiss was from the most toxic person. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you think about how his character is, it only makes sense why, at the end of the day, it seems like it was a character assassination, but it really wasn't. It still bothered me, which I still, like, affected the score because, like, it's still a thing I wish he would be more aware of, right? Because he's been used multiple times by different women. So you would think there's a pattern that's happening that he should be able to see just at least a little bit, but he's not seeing that. That's the only thing that I can critique on and like knock a point on when it comes to his character. But outside of that, it makes perfect sense why he's the way he is the thing here. I think Pokemon is definitely saving the remaining part of one characters for a big reveal. There's a reason he wouldn't use them, which is very true. And like I said again, I'm gonna keep saying this because I think I'm gonna be right on this. As things keep going here, I'm still on the bet that Konobi has some form of contract or something going on with the Death Devil. We ain't gonna get too much into it, but I'm just gonna bring it up again. All right. I need to make a video on it, just bring it out and like let that be a timestamp type of thing, so that when the time comes, when that's revealed, you go back to the video and like break you right. Exactly. So here we go again. Look, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. All right. Excuse me, Quest. What are you talking about? I mean, if Konobi's car comes back, I mean, that'd be nice. I like to see that too, honestly. It's like divorced dudes marry the same type of woman. They become a better person, but they follow what they exactly what they know. Like you those core aspects of your character, of who you are, is hard to break from. That is the thing here. Like, you can't. Like, everybody has a certain type, and you're gonna go through those types all the time, especially when, like, that's what you know what you're going for. You know that you can't help yourself. Yeah, I know. Fumiko's contract her. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that devil got to die. Well, I don't know about the devil got to die, but I do want to know what's going on with Fumiko, because obviously Fumiko got something going on. That's why, again, I thought there was like, whatever contract the devil she has could be also. So this could be the swerve, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Hold on. I'm just thinking about it. Because maybe the swerve of the death devil eating them and showing what she can actually do. Maybe Nayuta isn't actually under the control of Death Devil, and she just had what Fumiko did. Because Fumiko, they did capture her, if you think about it, right? So there is a chance that whatever Fumiko has, she can make a duplicate of somebody and put the head on the plate. Which there is still something there too. Doesn't necessarily have to be based off the Death Devil, but there's two possibilities of what's going on in YouTube. But there's two of them that showcase that she's not dead. Like you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure she's still alive. So just pick your choice and go with it and hope you're right. God dang it. Fujimoto is going nuclear, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, 100%. We going nuclear. Oh, you know, like, I love freaking Metal Gear, you know what I mean? Because, like, he had that song playing. But, yo, I am atomic. We're going to go up in here, and things are going to start exploding. It's about to get crazy. The whole world is going to feel the effects of this situation here. It's not just going to be like a Japan situation. I feel like this is going to expand like everything. I feel like this is going to change even some aspects of just how the world is in Chainsaw Man. I feel like that's how far he's going to go with this. I feel like in part 2, everybody's going to get it in some way, shape, or form. It's about to be crazy. I'm not going to lie. I assume nuclear meant a lot of her, a lot to her, but after what she, yeah, did take a gun. I'm assuming nuclear's just a child of hers too. Yeah, exactly, just a weapon. This is what I'm trying to say though. Peach is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think she has actual like levels of care about her own children, let alone some freaking other chick that she's controlling at the moment or being inside with. You know what I mean? Like, nah. I don't think she has that kind of care or that level of detail when it comes to herself to be like, you know, I do care about you. You are my daughter or son, whatever the case is when it comes to what this freaking nuclear war devil is. All right. But we need it. It's going to pop out at some point because there's still that aspect there. And Yoru is there with Denji. I don't think she forgot about that. Especially considering that seeing as you can't fish out certain devils, because he has like a bottomless stomach potentially, right? Like, I don't know. There could be something going on there that she might have to find a way to get the nuclear war devil out of him. So that is still a possibility that we gotta keep an eye out for. We're having a thing for Denji and wanting to bring back nuclear weapon and Rize, Denji's true first love. Well, one is a bomb devil that doesn't. No, that's a coincidence. That is 100% a coincidence. Like, they go hand in hand. I do believe that's what's going on here. Maybe Rize is going to be the key to getting back the nuclear devil, actually. That's how she plays the role. God dang it. So Dessa, you might be on to some crap. God dang it. Dessa might be right. Never mind. If the movie comes out, there's a chance that's going to happen. Hold on a minute. That makes too much sense. Never mind. God dang it. Stream after this? See, that's the thing. I'm already streaming very, very late into the hour already. So what we're probably going to end up doing, there's some other stuff I need to do anyways. So I'm just going to take the time that I have. I'm not going to worry about streaming on Twitch for right now. We'll stream tomorrow on Twitch. I'll see what I can even do maybe on Thursday. We'll see what happens. But tomorrow we'll just stream on Twitch and we'll just keep the YouTube stream here for today. Is what we're probably going to end up doing. Because time escaped me. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff that was going on today. I didn't get a chance to do everything I need to do, so I'm just gonna take this day off to get things done here at this point and clean up some stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna end up doing here. So sorry about not having a Twitch stream, but this is what we have to do here. Since you always bring up that Asa is gonna die, I'm starting to think she's gonna offer herself to stop Yoru. It seems to be a big thing with Asa that she can't pull the trigger in important. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. See, now you're thinking like me. Because like I said, like the way things are looking when it comes to Asa as a character at this point, and as much as I like love her character, Denji's still the main character. He is the guy, right? And we all got confused at one point thinking that Asa was going to be the main, true main character and stuff like that. I don't know why everybody felt like that. I thought she was going to be one of those characters going to end up getting killed at some point. And I do see that being the case here. She already said that Denji needs to kill her, but he's trying to like talk her down and all that. But once we see that none of that's working, once we see that none of that's working, if she can still have control of herself, she's going to have to pull that trigger. She's going to have to make that moment and not fumble. Because she's also a character that always fumbles, like you've been seeing, right? Every time that big moment happens, she trips. It'll be the first time we'll actually probably even see like something that she can trip on, and she's actually gonna avoid it this time. I feel like that's how you know the end game's gonna happen. When we see that moment happen where she doesn't trip, is when we know Asa's probably not gonna be around much longer. I'm just saying. So I'm pretty sure that's what's probably gonna happen to her character, honestly, towards the end of this. Yoru absorbs Rize, and that triggered Denji to fight Yoru. See, I don't think that's the case. I think because we don't know how all this works, and mothers, birth, the stomach, things of that nature. I do wonder if Yoru can maybe potentially make Denji eat Rize, and then that could also put that all together, because that's the bomb devil, right? That will then evolve into the nuclear war devil in his stomach. Then she can pull it out of his body to get the nuclear war devil out of him. Maybe that could be something along the lines that what we can do. Because as you saw, eating people and the stomach is a big factor in the story so far, right? So I'm wondering if maybe that's what she's gonna potentially try to do. I wonder about that. All hail King Bucky. Oh my freaking God. Not him. But he is coming back. All right. Watch anime today. That's my 2 cents. Oh no, that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. Since I'll have some time today, since I'm not streaming on Twitch, I'll watch more anime and we can talk about this stuff. Even spoiler aspects of it. We're going to talk about it. All right. God dang it. Because if you ain't watching it, that's on y'all at that point when we're talking about on Twitch. Okay. Not over here, but on Twitch. All right. Twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. I stream on Twitch just so y'all know. But yeah. As also could be the power parallel. They are both offered, but the horse, by the horseman, exactly. The beginning of part 2 proved that people don't know what a dual protagonist. I noticed that. I'm like, have we not? I'm pretty sure there's other series that are out here that have done dual protagonists before. I don't know why we're so confused and thinking that there can be more. It can only just be one. There's always there's duos. I'm watching a show. Freaking Witch Watch is a literal duo protagonist right now. They're both freaking important. What are you talking about? There's a lot of animes that do this. So I don't understand how people are so confused on that. It really threw me off. The book is the true protagonist on part 2. Oh my God, that devil might be bring Aki and Power back as puppets to motivate Denji to defeat her. Interesting, Angelo. That's a very interesting theory here. What happened to Aki's body? Power is a very strong possibility. Granted, I don't know. I mean, see, Power actually died though. We saw what happened to her. She got obliterated. So if the Blood Devil does return, I'm under the impression that we're more than likely gonna just see a different version of who she is. It's not gonna be the same devil that Denji knows. You know what I mean? So even if she does appear back, it's not gonna be in her the form that she was in before. That's not how it works. But she does retain some memories. Whatever this next Blood Devil will be, or it can be the Blood Devil itself. It's not like they don't retain memories of the past. Because as you saw, Naruto does remember certain things that Makima did. That's still her, technically speaking, right? So that's still there. So I like to think she'll still recognize Denji in some form or fashion and maybe even say something, possibly. Watch To Be Hero X, episode 1 was epic. All right, bet. I'm gonna watch that then. Gonna see Destiny. Wait, what? What the heck? Do you know how many chapters of Naruto focus on Sasuke? Bro, don't even get me started. Sasuke, that man, he was also the main character. He was all over the place, okay? There's so many freaking episodes when it comes to just Sasuke himself. Because Sasuke Uchiha is that guy. You're asking how many chapters Naruto gets these two, bro. But it will come back, but not Power Public Safety probably has the gun fiend body. That's all I was wondering. I'm wondering what happened to Aki's body. Because he didn't get obliterated. So, with him, there is a possibility. But like you just said, it's under public safety. But see, that's what I'm wondering. Because, does Fami actually... Was she working in any way with Yoshida for referral? That's the thing here. that I just don't know. That's still not confirmed. Because it could just be some conversations going on, but not actual them working together at this point, right? Two separate plans even. So I don't know. That's up in the air. There's a possibility for that, especially for Aki. But I feel like I don't know if we need that. I don't know if we need that, especially considering that I feel like we already played that card. So to play it again, I feel like it's unnecessary. I don't know if we need to do that. Oh, going to see Destiny has dual protagonists. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay. She shoots the chains through people who control can see their memories. That's how I assume. Oh, that's how you assume. Oh, that's how you assume Naruto will come back. But see, like I said again, look, Naruto ain't dead. All right, and like you're just saying, like maybe she can do that to the Blood Devil, and access their memory, and therefore maybe have like a moment through that too, potentially. Yeah, as dual protagonists, even S Cried. Yeah, S Cried being an excellent anime has dual protagonists as well. So like Chainsaw Man doing this is nothing new. It's nothing new at the end of the day. You know, the future devil coming back should be interesting. He will know something everybody. You know what? Why haven't we actually asked this guy? Now you think about it. Granted, maybe he's not gonna. Cause I feel like he's not gonna spoil anything. The future devil doesn't care like that, right? He loves chaos. He loves to see how you're gonna squirm to try to avoid the prophecy, right? He ain't gonna tell you what's gonna happen at that time. So even if he does appear back, it's not like you're gonna have an actual helping hand with this devil. He's gonna be sitting there freaking like, oh yeah, baby. I see you. I see you're a little scared. I see you a little scared out there. Look, I'm just gonna tell you, it actually gets worse. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like that. I don't think he's going to be sitting there like, okay, I'm going to tell you how this whole play-by-play, you're always going to be over here on the infield and in the touchdown area. That's when we're going to have friggin' Death Devil. She's scoring a touchdown, boogieing down on the end zone. No, we're not doing all that. We're not doing all that, all right? Let's see. He should leave anything involving Aki alone. Not to keep his death on fire with the Blood Devil coming back. Because, yeah, there is setup for that. There was a thing that was said. There was a promise that was being made with that. I can see that being the case here. I just don't think we need Aki to reappear. I feel like we can leave that alone. He had his moment. He had all of his character development. We don't really need to bring him back. I'm okay without seeing him. That's my thing here. You know what I mean? Don's number of protagonists is huge. Duo is fine. Exactly. Very true. Very true. Don's another one. I mean, truth be told, it's still a duo protagonist with Okura and Ayase, because those are the main two. But we have other supporting characters that are always with them too, so they're technically just as important. But you know what I mean? There's another dual protagonist situation right there. Also, welcome in 5 years. Did you just have access to Future Devil? Also, he's like misery with like Aki, because horrible future rules. That's what I'm saying. It's like even if the Future Devil was to even be here, he's not gonna be of any assistance. Like he didn't tell Aki what was gonna happen. He just told him that you got some crap about to go down, bro. Like, I like to see how you're gonna handle your future, because what happens to you, boy, what happens to you? God, goodness. You know what I mean? God. Hey, he offered. I mean, look, man. That is true. He did offer that. Look, I'm just saying. I don't know. I just don't see it. Technically, Aki stopped Future Devil from telling the future. That's very true. He did say that he was going to spoil it. That is true. I don't know. I feel like in this particular instance, because he likes chaos, I don't see him spoiling all the fun. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't want to do that. Let's say that the future of the devil is the one that told public safety about the prophecy. Yes, actually, I believe so, right? I think he's the one that they got the information from. But, like, it makes you wonder just, like, how much does he even know? Because, like, he can see and predict things or see what the future's going to do. But, like, he might not know all the ins and outs of what's actually going down, though. You know what I mean? Like, he can explain this catastrophe happening because of prophecy, right? But he doesn't understand the ins and outs of what the prophecy is actually unfolding, though. You know what I mean? So, there's still things in there. For all we know, like you said, Death could bring Makima back instead of Night, so only for her power can work. I mean, it's really not impossible, actually. Well, I mean, it makes you wonder, because like Naruto being a thing is perfect, right? I don't know if we're gonna really bring back Makima, only because she's technically in Denji's stomach. So like, But who knows? Like, I was just saying that we can actually freaking poop out freaking the nuclear war devil, but what if freaking Yoru accidentally gets Makima back out from like Denji's body for some reason, right? Like, there's a possibility of that. I don't know. You never truly know. When it comes to Fukimoto, you don't know what you're gonna get in this. Other matters next week is Chainsaw Man Day, and that future rules exactly. All right, something the future devil could read Aki's future without sticking his head in his guts. He just thought it'd be funny. Yeah, more than likely. I feel like he just wanted to do it for the theatrics. Again, he's a very playful guy. You know what I mean? He's like the future devil's a very playful freaking devil. I don't think he would I think he's the type of person that would just want to just do random things just because. Why not? It makes things more fun. If they bring Makima back instead of Nita, then that proves female rights for the. See, my thing is, I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but like, I really just because I feel like there's still more to Nayuta that we have yet to explore when it comes to her character. There's so much more to her that we need to know more about. Like, yes, there is certain aspects to even Makima because certain things are still left up in the air when it comes to her character. But I feel like Nayuta can be a narrator to be able to clear some of that up, or to be just clarification from just Nayuta herself to be able to explain this. Like, I don't think we need Makima back in this instance, especially considering how terrible that situation would even be. We don't need that level of control back in the world right now, okay? I don't know about that. We got the Chicken Devil. Bucky got a raw deal. Come on, man. Really, 5 gears? Really? A raw deal? Still break out of public safety anytime he wants, but he's there for the lulz, bro. Like he's like, I can get out of this, but like, why do that? I mean, they out here feeding me 3 square meals a day. I got a roof over my head. I mean, I'm living, bro. Nuta makes sense. She was latest control devil. It'd be funny seeing control devil. That's gonna be so freaking weird. That's if we're going down that path. Like I said, there's 2 possibilities, and this second possibility that came up in this chapter could be a bait, but not impossible. All I know is Nayuta is still alive. That's all I'm gonna say here. All right, Bucky comes back, and then he's fried against the. Oh my freaking god! Have you ever read on the real Nostradamus prophecy? A little bit. I need to actually look back into that for real, because like I know that this has some connections to the actual prophecy for real, like the actual real prophecy that was set for Nostradamus, because like it's a whole thing. Like it's quite interesting actually. But you could unlock Ultra Instinct if you use the power of Salmonella. Really? All right, now we're just getting out of hand here. So I did read the prophecy at one point. I just don't remember the whole thing at this point right now. It is something I need to lock my brain in on what the whole prophecy even is to make better connections with all that. But with all that said, overall, where I'm thinking this chapter is going to go for next week, we're going to be seeing the reveal. I already said this, of all the sisters coming together. So that's where I'm going to go with this. The rating I want to give this week's chapter, because what do y'all rate this? For me, I'm going to give this a 8.5 out of 10. Because this is a pretty good chapter, actually. A very nice follow-up chapter from what we saw from the 10 out of 10 chapter from last week. Because last week's chapter was 10 out of 10, easy. Like, I didn't even think twice about that. One of the best chapters, if not the best chapter of Chainsaw Man Part 2, easy. I can say that without a doubt, okay? All right. And also, it's on the lowest moment. King Buck will show up and give her a pep talk and become her strongest weapon. She'll kill the Death Devil. I mean, hey, look. She'll be like, hey, look. I'm still alive. And then she's like, oh my God, it's you, Bucky. And you better get out of there and show her who's boss. I tell you what. I'm going, yo, somebody Sam. Let me stop. Actually, we might get Death's real name. Maybe. I mean, if the prophet, I feel like we might actually get the Death's real name when she finally goes into that other form she's talking about. I feel like that's when we'll probably actually see it. I don't know if we're going to see it next chapter. I just feel like with how the pacing typically is with Chainsaw Man, I don't think they're going to do too much. Like, this chapter didn't have a lot going on, but there's still a lot to talk about, right? So, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'll spend the third, you'll see Chainsaw Man statue if they show Bucky nailing across it. Oh, okay. Well, that's the little thing I'm going to bring up is that, again, we need more information. I don't know which one of y'all said it, but we need more information when it comes to freaking the fake Saw Devil at the end of the day. I love the fact that Elise is still here, so him still talking more is just gonna help us out in the long run. So I do look forward to that. All right, Extinction Atomic. All right, you know what? I feel like you need to go, like, you need a drink. You need a drink. I ain't no freaking way. All right. Well, tell me your thoughts. If y'all have any other extra thoughts at all for the reaction, for the chapter, please leave in the comment section below. I'd like to know more of your thoughts when it comes to Chainsaw Man. Like the stream, by the way, too. It helps with the algorithm, but it pushes out to more Chainsaw Man fans. So if you want this stuff to get pushed out more to more people, for us to all have a conversation and share ideas, please like this stream. It really does help out, and share and all that good stuff if you could, all right? But mainly like it. If you can at least do that, that's all I ask, all right? And subscribe. If you guys are new here, subscribe to the channel. We do this anytime Chainsaw Man comes out. Even though I'm late, I still come by and do Chainsaw Man. So that's going to conclude today's streams altogether. I typically stream on Tuesdays, just so y'all know, over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster for those that are new. Just so I do that. Just today, we're going to take a little bit of a break since there's more anime coming out anyways. There should even be some videos out here soon talking about the latest season. So do be on the lookout for that stuff. So there should be some videos coming out for that, all right? We're recording some things. So that's why I'm taking a day off to do a lot of extra other necessities that I need to get myself together when it comes to this channel and just real life stuff that's happening, right? So we got to get this stuff together here. All right. I will be on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster tomorrow though, playing Hollow Knight. So if you want to see that, yeah. And y'all have a good one, all right? Drink goddamn water, take your vitamins. Bada bing boom, bam, break out. Tula.